All right, what's up, you guys? Brian here with a real quick TNA Victory Road 2025 recap. Recapping everything that went down tonight at TNA's Victory Road event. Of course, this was the final stop before Bound for Glory coming up on October 12th. And a lot of newsworthy things happened. I won't say a lot of newsworthy things, but I will say this. We found out about another huge interpromotional championship match that will be taking place at Bound for Glory. We also, there was also some news in the Knockouts division tonight at Victory Road. So I'm just going to get right into it. So over on the Countdown to Victory Road, which was the pre-show, we saw Zachary Wentz of the Rascals win a three-way match against Cedric Alexander and fellow Rascals tag team partner Trey Miguel in the opening of the Countdown to Victory Road. There was also a first-class penthouse segment with hosted by AJ Francis. His guest was one half of the TNA World Tag Team Champions, Matt Hardy. After a war of words were traded back and forth, this segment would end with AJ Francis taking Matt Hardy and putting him through a table. This would lead to, let's see what else. Before the Countdown to Victory Road ended, the Systems, Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, JDC, and Alicia Edwards would come out. They would issue a challenge to Order 4, which was a group that's Mustafa Ali, Tasha Steelz, the Good Hands, as well as their main muscle. What was it? Agent Zero. So Eddie Edwards, Brian Myers, JDC, they issued a challenge for a six-man tag to open Victory Road. The Director of Authority, Santino Marella, would come out, basically granting that match. He would also make another match for later on in the show, which would see AJ Francis going one-on-one with Matt Hardy. So the System versus Order 4 six-man tag team match started off Victory Road. It was an okay match. The System would pull out the victory. So that was pretty much it for that. They defeated, I believe it was one of the Good Hands that got pinned. That was it for that. Then we heard, as announced on Impact, on this week's episode of Impact, that Ash by Elegance, the Knockouts World Champion, would have a major announcement at Victory Road. She would make her way to the ring. She would cut a promo saying that when she came to TNA, I think last year, that she wanted to be the Knockouts World Champion. She wanted to take that title and make it prestigious, raise it to another level. She considered TNA home. And then she said that life throws curveballs. And that she then announced that she would have to step away from in-ring competition for a very long time. And didn't say the reason. Didn't say if it was because of an injury, if it was because of something else. She just said she had to step away from in-ring competition, and that with that she would have to relinquish the TNA Knockouts World Championship, thus no longer being the Knockouts World Champion. and then Santino, the director of Authority, would announce that the TNA Knockouts tag team title match that had the Inspiration challenging the Elegance brand, that match would be moved, which was scheduled for Victory Road. That'll be moved to this Thursday night's episode of Impact, because there was going to be a Knockouts Battle Royal to determine, and with the stipulation that the final two Knockouts in the ring will then go on later on in the show to compete, and the winner would become the new Knockouts World Champion. And as I mentioned with Ash by Elegance's announcement of vacating and forfeiting and relinquishing the Knockouts World Championship and having to step away from in-ring competition, after that segment, I went on social media and was looking at to see what people were saying about it. And a lot of people are now saying that this must be another pregnancy, because you look at Naomi, she was champion, she announced she was pregnant, she had to relinquish her championship. Kylie Ray from WWE's Evolve program that airs on Wednesday nights on Tubi, she announced via social media that she had to relinquish her Evolve Women's Championship because she was pregnant. So a lot of people are assuming that that's the case with Ash by Elegance, that hey, maybe she's pregnant. She didn't really reveal what it was. So it is what it is. Maybe it's an injury, maybe it's a pregnancy, who knows. She didn't say what it was. She just said that she had to step away for a while from in-ring competition, and that was it. So the Knockouts Battle Royal was next. It came down to Lei Ying Lee and NXT's Kalani Jordan as the final two. So they would go on later on in the show to compete, with the winner becoming the new TNA Knockouts World Champion. And when I saw that Lei Ying Lee and Kalani Jordan of NXT were the final two, I literally thought, I was like, they're gonna put the title on her. They're putting the title on Kalani Jordan, because Lei Ying Lee is already involved in Bound for Glory, in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, where she's going to be the first entrant into that match. So there's no way that they were going to put the title on her. And of course, whoever won between Lei Ying Lee and Kalani Jordan will go on to Bound for Glory to defend against Indy Hartwell, who was the special referee for this particular matchup. So that the Knockouts Battle Royal was then. That was followed by a tag team match involving Nick and Ryan, the Nemeth brothers, taking on Matt Cardona and the hometown man Cody Deaner. Now, this one, it was okay. It was not anything cracked up to be. Hometown man and Matt Cardona picked up the win when hometown man Cody Deaner reversed Ryan Nemeth's attempt at a sharpshooter into a pinning predicament. So that was it for that. Afterwards, the Nemeths would attack, and they would rip off the hometown man Cody Deaner's mask, and that was pretty much it for that matchup. Mike Santana defeated NXT's Ridge Holland in a competitive contest. Mike Santana, of course, a date with Destiny on Sunday, October 12th at Bound for Glory, where he'll be looking to bring back the TNA World Championship to TNA when he challenges the champion Trick Williams for that prestigious championship. just to finish up with this recap, we saw Joe Hendry defeat Eric Young in a one-on-one matchup with a little bit of help from Eric Young's former Northern Armory teammates, Judas Icarus and Travis Williams. Matt Hardy defeated AJ Francis in a tables match. That was it for that. NXT's Kalani Jordan defeated Lei Ying Lee to become the new TNA Knockouts World Champion. So big congratulations to Kalani Jordan for winning the Knockouts World Championship. Indy Hartwell was the referee for this contest. It was a competitive matchup between both women, between Lei Ying Lee and Kalani Jordan. But like I mentioned earlier, I was like, there's no way they're putting that title on Lei Ying Lee. I think they're going to put it on Kalani Jordan, and that's exactly what happened. Let's see what else. We have a new TNA International Champion as Frankie Kazarian defeated Steve Macklin to win that championship. We saw the appearance of the former Judas Macias in TNA, now known as El Macias in AAA, who came out distracting. Kind of got into got face to face with Steve Macklin, not only near the end of this match, but also on the Countdown to Victory Road during an interview segment that Steve Macklin was doing. So maybe there's going to be something built there. And then in the main event, it was Leon Slater retaining the X Division Championship against Myron Reed of the Rascals in a very, very entertaining, very competitive main event that could have gone either way. So that was it for that match. Afterwards, Santino Marella would make another appearance, and this time he would announce that Leon Slater will be defending the X Division Championship at Bound for Glory against NXT's Javon Evans in what I've seen both of these. These guys, I'll tell you right now, I think this one's going to be a good one as well. Coming up at Bound for Glory, Javon Evans, who appeared on SmackDown this week, answering the open challenge from Sami Zayn for the U.S. title, came up short, but Javon Evans and Leon Slater for the X Division Championship at Bound for Glory, two high flyers, two guys that, give it their best, and that one is going to be great. I think that one's going to be good coming up at Bound for Glory on October 12th. So with that in mind, TNA Victory Road was just an event. It wasn't really nothing special except for the thing with the Knockouts World Championship. So that is it for my recap. Overall, I think the one match I would recommend checking out is Leon Slater and Myron Reed. So that was pretty much it. So cannot wait to see what happens this Thursday night on Impact. So this has been my TNA Victory Road recap. As always, I am Brian, and I will see you next time.